Yeah.
Okay, so, I spoke with the sergeant, and he said that, yeah, he'd be around to assist you with.
Okay, is there any reason it says on here that I have to notarize it and stuff? Is that true?
If you don't want to, you don't have to, that's fine.
Do you know why they, try to lead people to believe they have to?
If you have any more questions, I'll get the sergeant for you.
Okay, and, are those free gun locks up there?
They are.
Could I have one of those, please?
Sure. So, do you want to speak with the sergeant?
Yeah, I'm just curious as to why it says that on there, because people can be kind of frightened into
We got
believing
questions.
that their complaint will be taken seriously.
That's awesome. Now I want one. She just went back to get a sergeant. So in Pekin, you can get a free gun lock if you come to the police department and request, because they have them readily available.
Sergeant will be out in a moment.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Ma'am,
Choose to go to.
I don't
I'm
have-
patient.
Yeah, you have, like, can you give like a date range? Did it happen over like a 6-month period of time?
Well, we just had, OP about maybe 3 or 4 weeks, so it's been about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, so like if you were to put, say, if you just cover yourself, like from May of 2022 to present on the other side say present, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'm trying to give this gentleman his time so he can conduct his business.
It literally tells you you are required by state law to sign this morning.
What?
I should just rip that whole part off. Entire page gone.
Yeah, I agree. Required by state law to sign a sworn affidavit. No, that's only if it's a judge's. That's, no.
Seems like a waste of paper to add that extra sheet on everyone.
Pretty much. Was that a pun?
Maybe. I'm gonna ask him when that drug box is. I don't see it anywhere.
The drug box?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a newspaper thing.
No.
And I was like, I see the sign, I don't think I have one.
Okay, I hope I got it right.
Patience is a key.
Who is the protected person?
Janice, my daughter.
Okay, that's what, put her name down there too, okay?
I'd be here helping him out.
Mhm.
Okay, are you having an email?
Yes,
Okay, no problem then.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to give him time so he could get done. Can I get one of those gun locks as well, and then also a FOIA request form, please?
Hello, I'm Sgt Salmon. Can I help you guys?
Yes.
You guys want to speak in here or speak outside or want to sit in here or whatever?
1 second
Is
here.
it a lot?
Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
We've got new rules. We have these body cameras, and anytime I talk to somebody, I'm required to tell them or record.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
So,
Great.
how can I help you guys?
So she informed us that we can totally file a complaint anonymously.
Can, correct.
But according to this, it's against state law to do that. And I was wondering why this is still on the paperwork, if it's kind of misleading.
According to, say that again, according to this.
It
it's
says, right on here, that according to law, you're required by law to sign a sworn affidavit.
Yeah, so that's interesting you say that. So this type of administrative stuff is way beyond my purview. I don't write the policies and things like that, and we are constantly going through processes of updating policies and things like that. I agree with you that the law does not require that, and the actual statute says you don't have to require a sworn affidavit. So, I'm in communication with the upper administration a lot of the time, and I will say, hey, somebody came in and pointed this out on this form. I don't know when that form was made. That might have been something we had in like 1992, and the next guy just puts a rubber stamp on it. But again, there are so many things that we try to keep up with, and I know my administrators are diligently trying to update the policy manual. They're working on that right now, and that's a good point right there. In our actual policy, I mean, that's how I knew that you don't have to have the affidavit because I looked, and it says that we will still investigate complaints even if they didn't have the sworn affidavit with this.
Okay.
Yes, that is.
Awesome.
Yeah, again, this is my personal opinion, not my actual knowing opinion. My guess is that was just overlooked. Somebody just didn't realize that. So it takes people like you or somebody who's focusing on this right now in the job to say, hey, wait a minute, this is wrong. We need to change that. So just that's my personal guess.
I was curious as to why that was, especially knowing him, I was like, it's kind of double the paper for no reason.
What, in you guys'
A lot of
opinion,
people don't know this.
why do you think that they did require an affidavit at some point? What you guys thought about? Because again, personally, I have an idea why I think they did. Do you have any idea, or do you think why they did?
I don't know, because all I know is you could file one anonymously
You can.
forever. I mean,
Right.
unless there was something different written, some law back 10, 20 years ago.
My guess is just to kind of weed out or sort out people who are serious, as opposed to people who, just were drunk and came in here and said, this cop's a jerk and I don't like him. Well, how do you investigate things that weren't? So I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but my guess is at some point that requirement was probably to make sure, hey, this person is actually serious. This is something we really need to spend some time on, as opposed to somebody who is making it up, or because people do lie and people do make stuff up.
But see, that's where those get to come and complain now.
Sure,
So,
yeah. So my guess is at some point that's probably what the affidavit is for, but not everybody has the means or the knowledge, or it's intimidating to go try to figure out how to do that. So maybe that's why they got rid of it. Again, I'm speaking from the hip on a lot of that stuff.
Right, yeah, because it's like an intimidation thing, that being on there, so that's.
Yeah, because if we didn't know that already, we would have believed it and been like, oh dang, I can't do it secretly.
Right.
No, I definitely.
It's saying that, and on the other part about it having to be like the notarized thing, that's our other concern.
Yeah, and again, I think those two things kind of go hand in hand in my opinion.
Okay.
So again, I know that if somebody filed a complaint and neither of those things were done, it still would be investigated.
Okay.
It still would be investigated. So no, I think,
Sure.
Again, beyond my purview, but I will say, hey, somebody pointed this out, and I kind of agreed with that because I read the law that said it doesn't require that, and our policy says that we will still investigate it, so maybe we need to change the language.
Yeah, I just don't want to see the day where there's that one person that gets scared away by this and then doesn't tell him your buddy for doing something wrong.
I don't disagree with that.
You know what I mean?
Right.
On the flip side, though, I think my guess was, I hoped you guys would agree that that would be a way of kind of weeding out people who were serious as opposed to not people who were serious, even if it probably isn't the right thing to do because it would intimidate
Right,
one
but-
person. But my guess, it wasn't a nefarious thing.
Right.
Or maybe it was. I don't know.
I mean, in my eyes, I mean, any complaint, no matter how small or how big, should be taken into, you know, an account, no matter who's filing it or not. That's the only thing I can say about that.
Yeah, but based on my experience in this job, there's people that call me and claim that they were burglarized by President Trump and that he came to my house and he did this. So I'm not going to investigate that with the same vigor. So I'm using an extreme example. So sometimes complaints come in where it's so ridiculous that I'm not going to assign an investigator to go investigate this. So I agree with your point.
Right.
Albeit
That's,
small.
you see where,
I agree with that they should be investigated, but also there are times when we're like, obviously this isn't something.
well, yeah, I mean, there's sometimes it's going to be just utterly ridiculous.
I had one where it sounded ridiculous and untrue, but then it really was true, and you're like, whoa, I can't believe that is true. I've been in that situation,
No,
I wouldn't believe
I
it.
can't think off the top of my head personally, and I'm just a sergeant. I don't get a majority of the complaints when they come in. I've been on third shift a majority of my life, and we don't deal with people as often as day shifters do. So I haven't had a ton of complaints, but no, I can't think of one where off the top of my head personally. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened here, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes sense. Is there any reason this door is locked?
so this building also gives access to this door gives access to the other part of the building that is closed and nobody's up there. So that's why this door is locked, because it's like the city administration.
So normally Monday through Friday, the door is unlocked.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wondered, 'cause
I've
it's
been
all-
I've been on day shift for 1 week, so this is my first week.
Sure.
So normally everything's locked because nobody's
You're not,
here.
you're not
But
used to it.
Yes, I think that these doors are unlocked during
Yeah, that's
business
what it
hours.
threw me off,
To
and I
go
was like, what's
upstairs.
locked? That makes sense.
Okay.
I think you answered our questions pretty well.
And it was Sergeant Salmon? And
Salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys want a card or need a card?
Yeah, if you got a card, that'd be great. And what was your badge number?
5292.
5292. Awesome.
Maybe.
How are you liking the day shift?
So this week, we've had several people on vacation and different command officers doing different things. So my first week of being on day shift, I actually had to work, I was forced to work 2 12-hour shifts. So I've been coming in at 2:30 in the morning, so I hate it so far. But once I actually just worked the 7 to 3 spot, I think I'll like it.
Oh, that won't be so bad.
I know how it is. I was third shift for 13 years.
I loved it, but
Went to first shift and
a lot of stuff's changing. It's time for me to change it up a little bit. So
sure.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
All right.
Well, I appreciate your time
Sure.
and explaining
Yeah.
all this to us, and definitely please bring that up to your chief or whoever.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because I don't want somebody to be afraid to file a complaint if they really need to.
Sure. Do you want him or us to respond back to you to let you know what the resolution was? Yes, we're gonna change it.
I'll tell you what,
I-
I'll check back in like a week
That'll work too.
and see if it's, been changed or
Fine,
not.
and ask for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Guys.
Nuts?
Sure. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam.
All
I
right.
appreciate you being cordial,
All
man.
right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a great day.
Yep, you too.
Thanks.
That is pretty,
All right, guys and gals. Yeah, pretty cordial. Pretty nice guy.
pretty sad.
Very informative.
Couldn't be in there anymore,
Yeah, yes, me too. I started to get warm.
They don't.
So far, so good. So we got our lock. We get a free gun lock over here in Pekin, Illinois, at the police department. Get your FOIA request readily available, same as, hello, same as officer complaint forms. They're also readily available. Yeah, so this is Pekin, Illinois. We're gonna call this a pass. And let you guys go ahead and watch this. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Much love to you. I'm going to throw Accountability Angel's links down in the description. So you guys make sure you go over and subscribe and hit her like button. Show her some love. Tell her I said hello. Like I said, much love, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Pekin, Illinois. Wow.